Hi, this is Paul Barrett, and I want to talk about the subject of happiness. How to be happy. Well, there's a lot of you out there that are probably thinking, boy, this is not the time to be talking about happiness. The economy's falling apart, we got political problems, economic problems, we're engaged in war overseas. You know, a lot of people are losing their homes or lost their jobs. And this guy's got the audacity to start talking about happiness. Well, in some ways, you know, I understand that point of view, but what I want to say, in spite of those issues, and maybe because of those issues, it's maybe the most important topic to talk about at this time, could be happiness. Because when people are stressed out, when they're in perilous situations, happiness is something that is like oil to your car engine. It can preserve your health, it can your sanity, and also, why not be happy? What are your other options? You know, when things are falling apart, you can be depressed, you can get suicidal, you can, you know, have all kinds of negative attitudes start to build up. If you let outside circumstances rob you of happiness or dictate your state of mind or your well-being, then you already lost the battle. So I just want to say something about happiness. If you have studied my program or read my books, you know that my mission is to help you achieve health, happiness, and prosperity. Now, when you start working on your health and you get a degree of health and you feel good and you're in condition and you start working on your money and you have a level of prosperity, financial independence to a degree, you know, these things in themselves will help open a door to happiness. But nothing can truly bring happiness except what you hold in your heart, in your mind, your thoughts, and your attitudes. Happiness comes from within yourself by what you hold in your mind. And it doesn't even, your religious beliefs are tied into this. I believe that we all have a spiritual connection, and I kind of keep a lot of that private, but because there's so many different points of views, and you know, it's a doorway to argument. But I want to say, you know, you have a great latitude in controlling and obtaining happiness. Now, I talked about health and prosperity and how they tie in and can help you become happier, but think of this. Happiness, your attitude, can help you in the area of prosperity. When you're happy, when your happiness is based on the right values, the right belief systems and attitudes, you don't need money. You don't, well, put it this way, you don't need to waste money chasing happiness. You know, what most people do, they base their happiness on material objects and fleeting pleasures. Now, these are subjects I teach in depth in my seminars, and I've written about in depth in my book. So I can't go into detail here, but try to comprehend that if you base happiness, if you base it on material objects that you own, and you base it on fleeting pleasures, what's going to happen to your happiness? It's going to bounce up and down according to how much money you make, how much money you lost, how much fun you're having. See, happiness is deeper. It's a stable place within yourself, like an island of retreat, that when things around you are perilous, when things are going bad, you can go into within yourself where that island of happiness is. Okay, so if you can comprehend that your happiness is dependent on, most importantly, on yourself, on the thoughts you believe, the values you hold, and the actions you take. Within yourself, you can create a point of happiness, a secret little island that you can visit when things get bad to help stabilize your outside circumstances. So your happiness should not be dependent on material objects. It should not be dependent on fleeting pleasures and momentary enjoyable times. Happiness is deeper. Now, I don't want to talk about religion, but I believe that plays a role. I believe that having spiritual values and beliefs and a spiritual connection is also very critical in your degree of happiness. Now, I don't want to go into it because, like I said previously, there's too many different viewpoints, and it's the surest way to start an argument. And I do not have the power or the ability to change one's spiritual thoughts or concepts, and I cannot impose mine on you. But I do believe that we have a spiritual connection that we should nurture. So bottom line, happiness, you can obtain it in any kind of environment, any kind of economy, under any kind of circumstances. And I'm not saying you've got to be some kind of, weird character that, in the worst adversities you have a smile on your face. We will have emotional ups and downs, but that is not what a state of happiness is. I'm talking about your state of mind, your state of being. I'm talking about where you dwell in most points in your life. Have you reached, have you obtained a state of happiness? And that's my mission, to help you find, help you obtain health, happiness, and prosperity. This is just a brief little thing about happiness. I put a couple videos on health, another one on prosperity. So just to get a taste, a feel of what financial wisdom is all about. Want to learn more? You can purchase my book, new editions coming out soon, or you can attend one of our seminars when it's in your area. We're getting more and more locations. All right, God bless you. Have a great and wonderful life, and based on attainment and achievement of health, happiness, and prosperity. Paul Barrett, wishing you a life of wisdom, financial wisdom.